Hi, it's Mick Fakula. I'll give you a very quick introduction to the navigation of the course. Once you enter Blackboard and you see your course list, you choose the appropriate course. In this case, we have a section of 374 here. What we've done is we set up the first page to always be the announcements page, so if there's anything important to let you know for the week, we'll do that there. There's a Getting Started button, which you're probably familiar with if you've already taken some courses. It has a variety of things on it, much of which you might have done already, so that may or may not be relevant to what you need to do for this particular course. The syllabus has a link of its own, and you can see the whole thing pasted into the window in front of you, but also there's a file you can click on, and we kind of recommend that for a nicely formatted printable file for the syllabus. There's a syllabus quiz, which we've done in order to get you familiar with how the course works relative to the content of the syllabus. So it's important to go ahead and take that quiz. There's a number of questions in there, 20 questions, and it'll familiarize you with the content of the syllabus. So that's all about our procedures. Required book, edition 7 of the Dessler book. You can acquire that online as well and use an ebook, so it'll be less costly. The course, like the others, is set up in learning modules, so you want to pay attention to those. They're all dated accordingly. Our course week will run Monday through Friday generally. However, most of the exams or tests will not be due until Sunday, so that you have more time to do those. So for example, week 1, like the other weeks, will always give you an overview of what's going on, a to-do list of what needs to be done, and what you need to read, what you need to do to discuss things. Now when we go into our discussions, we've tried to make any hot link blue. So in this case, you're going to hit the discussion area. It will take you to the discussion board area, and then each of those is labeled with a module week as well as a topic area. So that's what you'll want to do to make sure you add your discussion inputs weekly. You can also get to that directly by going to the discussion buttons right here. But throughout the various learning modules, we've gone ahead and linked that in there. So for example, if we go to week 4, April 4 through 8, there's a to-do list, and when we get down to discussions, you'll see that that will take you here right to the discussion list. You page down to Module 4 and accomplish it for that particular week. The other learning module items in the course, if we go back to week 4, you'll see that there are certain handouts that you would need to look at. In this case, a planning and recruiting handout exists here, and you'll click on that and it'll open up. And then when you resubmit that with your inputs, you click on the blue link again, and it allows you to attach that as a file right there once you do that kind of assignment. So if you have any questions on that sort of thing, just let us know. When we get to the end of the course, week 7, the dates change a little bit, and we've highlighted that, saying that the due dates will change this week. In particular, the exam will be due on a Saturday, not a Sunday, but everything else in week 7 is the same. But when we do week 8, it's important to recognize that graduation occurs on May 4th. So the course ends on May 3rd. And again, we'll start that with a reminder that everything is due on May 3rd. So you have from about Sunday to Tuesday to get all that work done, and you want to plan ahead to make sure that happens. And we'll try to give you a heads up along the way. Resources. The things you might need that are hot linked elsewhere in the course are all listed in a big list in one place for your reference in case you want to take a look at that. Otherwise, you already know you can send an email to the system if you have any questions at all. And we want to encourage you that if you ever have trouble throughout the course with regard to exams or anything like that, get a hold of us as soon as possible. In particular, email your instructor. If he doesn't respond within 24 hours, give him a phone call. If that doesn't happen, get a hold of Mary Claire Millies within 48 hours. And then if that doesn't correct the problem, go ahead and email me, Mick Fakula, within 72 hours so we can get your problem straightened out right away and not wait till the end of the semester with regard to issues with exams and things like that. So keep an eye out for any technical problems and make sure those get resolved within 72 hours by contacting me. Please email if you have any other questions. We wish you all the best as you start the course.